Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? My name is Michelle Chiam, and welcome back to another amazing session of Michelle Chiam's Tarot. Now, I'm taking a break from doing readings because in the last couple of days, my energy has been attacked. There have been people who have been sending me negative and evil energy. And so I have been working on cleansing my energy. And also, I've been working hard, over the last couple of weeks. Every day I've been uploading a video. And I feel like I needed a break for a while. But I will be back to doing readings by either Saturday or Monday morning. But I've had these channel messages placed on my heart that I feel like I need to get out to the single chosen people around the world. And these messages can also be for those who are not single, but they are in a toxic relationship. Okay? But I'm going to play a snippet of this song and then I'm going to get into the message, okay? I do not own the copyrights to this song. This song is by Mary J. Blige. Good morning, gorgeous.
Sometimes I do it, then I don't. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell myself that it ain't healthy. Second guessing it don't help me. I'm so tired of feeling empty. Dry my eyes, it's time to fight. Seems like I'm always against me. Seems like this is never ending. And I refuse to let it end me. Mentally, spiritually, physically, I need my peace. Oh, I need my peace. I wake up every morning and tell myself, good morning, gorgeous. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous. No one else can make me feel this way. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. All the times that I hated myself, all the times that.
Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Good afternoon, gorgeous. Good evening, gorgeous. Good morning, handsome. Good afternoon, handsome. Good evening, handsome. The message that I want to give to you all. This week, I was struggling a lot, okay? Emotionally, because I began to think about my love life. And I began to think about the men that I attracted in my life. And I started feeling sad. I started feeling devastated, right? And so I started saying I'm going on a self-healing journey. And when you decide to do something different and you decide to focus on yourself and love yourself and heal yourself from your childhood traumas, your teenage traumas, and even your adult traumas. Oftentimes there will be energies that will be directed at you, or spell work or black magic directed at you to try to imprison you mentally, that will try to break your soul and spirit spiritually. And oftentimes when we are in our self-healing journey, I feel like we are alone when we're self-healing. I don't feel like you can really self-heal around other people truly. And it's not the same thing as getting together with like-minded people who are on the same journey, and y'all encourage each other and you motivate each other, things like that. But true healing comes from when you spend time alone with yourself, when you spend time alone with God. And so I know I'm not the only one who's going through this. Began to think about my ex and all the other men that I've been with. And so these men tried to break me. They called me ugly. They called me fat. They belittled me. They physically abused me. They cheated on me. They lied to me even after they cheated on me. And so I began for a moment almost seeing myself losing faith. Saying, I'm encouraging the world and I'm telling the world, oh, your twin flame is coming and just hold on, keep doing self-healing and keep loving on yourself. Don't give up your faith. And sometimes when you are an encourager and when you are an inspirer, when you are a motivational speaker or you are a world changer, there are times when you're alone and there's no one to encourage you. Sometimes you are alone and there's no one to give you evidence that everything is going to be all right, that things is going to get better. And you're searching for this evidence and it's nowhere to be found. But God always sends a ramble in the bush, like my mama always used to tell me. And so there are some people who are on their twin flame journey and on their self-healing journey. And so you begin to think about all the things that the exes have done, or maybe your current partner is doing to try to break you, to try to dismantle you, and try to discourage you about being who you are and walking in your authentic self. There are some who did these things to you because they didn't know who they were and they don't love themselves. But they see that you love yourself, so they try to snatch that self-love from you. And they're trying to break you. And so I began to see, and I thought about all that these men have done to me. And it's been all my life since I was able to have sex or date. I've never dated a healthy man. I've never dated a man who had high self-esteem. I've never dated a man who loved themselves. I never dated a man whose mentality was balanced or who did not have mental health issues. I never dated a man who, instead of saying I was sexy, said you're beautiful. But they said I was beautiful because of my heart and soul. I've never dated a man who did not think I was gorgeous in looks. Yes, I have cruise-on syndrome. Yes, sometimes, like one of the guys that I was sexually involved with, when he got angry with me, he said, you got a flat face. And sometimes people with cruise-on syndrome do have flat faces. And so when these men would say these things to me to break my spirit, I started to believe them. And my last ex was a doozy. We had an argument one day and he said, you're not a 10. You're not a 10. But they still was chasing me, stalking me, still wanted to be with me. They talked about my weight, and it got me down and broken. But I want to let you know it's not your fault. Whatever you've been through, if someone took your innocence and raped you, it's not your fault. If someone sat there and broke your spirit, it's not your fault. You didn't cause these people to mistreat you. And some of you are blaming yourself because of these exes' behavior. You think it's got to be something you did or said as to why they treated you the way they did. No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you grew up in a household where no one showed you how to truly love yourself. If you grew up in a household with two parents or one parent, one of them, or probably both, did not have the tools to teach you how to love yourself. And maybe you did grow up in a household where your parents taught you how to love yourself, but along the way, you encountered people who didn't know how to love themselves, and that energy came into your energy. That type of mentality went into your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, and you started to believe a lot of things that people said about you over the years. But you got to understand that it's not your fault. You have to forgive yourself for being too hard on yourself, for not loving the handsome king and gorgeous queen that you are. Some people in life, like our parents or whoever raised us, made bad choices. I was sitting here in therapy and I was talking to my therapist and I was like, my mother, she went through life without experiencing healthy love, but she passed away without experiencing what real love and healthy love was. But her mother and father were healthy love from the stories that I heard. And so I always believe that sometimes our personality traits, we inherit it from our parents, right? But when I look back over my mother's life and her parents' life, it was a disconnect somewhere. So, because my mother's parents were healthy and they showed healthy love, okay? Now I don't know like the things they struggle with or anything like that, but the stories that I heard, they were healthy, and they were married till death do us part. I had my aunt, which was my mother's sister. She had a husband she was married to, and they stayed together and married until death did them part, and it was a healthy love. Not to say they didn't go through things. Then I had my uncle, my mother's brother, who is still living. He has a healthy marriage. And he's been married for so many years to a beautiful lady. And so I began to question, where did this come from? My mother attracting these men who were abusive, who stole from her, who lied to her, who didn't encourage her, who did not lift her up, who did not value her, who did not see her self-worth, who cheated on her, who lied to her. Where did this come from? So I talked to my therapist, and she said, sometimes it's not hereditary. Sometimes it's the choices that we make. Okay? And so, once again, I go back to saying, because you attracted these people in your life, it's not your fault. Not your fault. That you didn't understand how to attract healthy people in your life. And it's not your fault that the generational curse that you are experiencing or have experienced was repeated through you, and no one taught you how to break that generational curse. It's not your fault. But I want you to know that whatever your exes have said to you or done to you, you are not that. You have to believe that you are pretty or that you are handsome. You have to look yourself in the mirror like Mary J. Blige says to say, "Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, handsome." You have to say it until you can believe it. And even to this day, there are people that still bully me because of the way I look. They sit there and they say nasty and all manners of evil against me. Now, they don't say it in my face now. Some of them do. Like the people that I'm in a relationship with, if they're low vibrational beings, they will say it to me. And then I started to believe those things. But you cannot allow what someone says to you who does not love themselves, who does not have healthy behavior patterns. You cannot allow what they say to you to overpower you and to overtake you, because it's not the truth. You need to start saying positive affirmations, such as "I am worthy and whole. I am enough. I love me for who I truly am. I accept who I am without judgment." All your life, somebody has been putting you down. And they put you down because whatever they say about you, that's what they believe about themselves. Some of them got big egos and they think they're the finest person in the world, or the handsomest person in the world, or the gorgeous person in the world. When in reality, that's not true. If they are low vibrational people and toxic people. Some people say these things to you because they know you have greatness on the inside of you, and you are inspiring, encouraging, motivating humanity, that you are a giver, that you are love, and you show love through everything that you do and everything that you say. Many people see you and they know that you are a gift sent by God. They know that you are the star and that you are the life of the party. Wherever you go, whatever room you enter into, you have a glow about you. You light up. Your language, your communication is unique and mesmerizing. It's very intellectual, you see. And they know that God has created you to be a world changer, and that you have all the tools within you to manifest the life you want to live, to manifest the financial stability that you desire, and that you're going to be the type of person that's going to teach others how to manifest this for themselves. You're going to change and heal so many people's lives. So the low vibrational people see this about you and they want to break you because they know that you're going somewhere. They know that you're elevating. They know that you are transforming and transmuting your energy. They know that you were created to be a star. So what do? They project these evil thoughts. They project these evil words. They project low self-esteem. They try to murder your self-esteem. And there are some of you right now who are single. or in relationships that are toxic, and you look back over how many people you had in your life that it didn't work out, and so you want to give up hope. Well, I've been attracting these men all my life. God ain't gonna bless me with a good person. Maybe because you think it's because you think you ugly. Why? Because plenty of people been telling you that, and that makes it true. No. You're beautiful, baby. You're gorgeous. You're handsome. You feel like you're not going to attract your twin flame because you've been waiting and waiting a long time. And it's like every time you get ready to date, it's toxic people after toxic people, cheaters after cheaters. So your mind begins to program itself to say, this is all I deserve, and this is all that God is going to send me. And you don't mean to think that way. But sometimes you get discouraged when you know every time you have faith and you build yourself up and you say, you know what, I'm going to trust God and I'm going to wait on God for my blessing. I know it's coming. And then when you see that the blessing is almost here and you attract certain people in your life only to find out, damn, this is the same energy. This is the same situation. And you get discouraged. And you ask yourself, when is it my time? Let me remind you, don't give up your faith now. Your time is coming. But you have to love yourself and you have to heal. But I want you to know that everything that these low-level vibrational people told you about who you are is a lie. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to keep on encouraging and motivating yourself every day until you begin to believe these words that you are encouraging yourself with, that you are inspiring yourself with. No, you will not be alone for the rest of your life. No, you will not keep attracting low vibrational people and no good people. I declare and I decree. I declare and decree that everything you dish out like love, forgiveness, humbleness, when you encourage and inspire yourself and others to say that they're pretty and gorgeous, I declare and decree that all of that energy you're attracting back to you double fold. I declare and decree that you have someone out there who thinks you're beautiful, who thinks you're gorgeous just the way you are. And some of you have a fear within you that when you find your twin flame, that you're going to be worried about what their family going to think about you and how they going to treat you, because all your life people have been just damaging you. A diamond, they've been damaging you and breaking you down till you were dull, till you were numb, until you believed this bull crap lies about you. And so you began to be afraid. And there are some things about yourself that you don't like or you don't love. But you got to love everything about you. If you have a disability, love yourself. Because I promise you, there's someone out there who's going to love you for who you are, your flaws and all. I'm hard of hearing. I didn't like to wear hearing aids growing up, so I used to break them all the time. All the time. Because I didn't want nobody picking on me in school. So, as I got older, I learned to appreciate my hard of hearing. Because I got tired of going around people and they talking to me and I keep having to say, huh? And a lot of people would laugh at me because I couldn't hear them. So I went and got me some hearing aids as an adult, and I started taking better care of my hearing. Sometimes growing up, I was so discouraged because of my Cruzan syndrome. People would look at me and stare at me and laugh at me, and it broke me to the point where I almost committed suicide. I didn't grow up in a house where people taught me to accept my Crouzon syndrome. Now I had a sister. She kind of encouraged me a little bit, but not to the point where I needed to be encouraged, where I learned to accept my flaws and all. You gotta love yourself before anyone can come in your life and love you. And you got to say it's not your fault. It's not your fault that people can't see the beauty in you. It's not your fault. And don't go changing yourself because other people can't accept you. If you want to change something about you, you change it for yourself. But it's time out to stop believing all of the evil things that people say about you. If you are a person who has Down syndrome, love yourself. I think Down syndrome people are gorgeous. I do. I really love them. I love albino people. They're so pretty and handsome. And these people are some of the wisest people on the face of this earth. There is somebody that's coming into your life. And many of you haven't even met them yet because you're still not loving all of you. You have to love all of you. And you have to not be afraid to love all of you, to accept all of you. This is what I have for you. I love you. It just was heavy on my heart that people are probably getting discouraged because they've been waiting for a long time for their twin flame and forever person. Then listen to these psychics and prophets. You're going to get married. Your person is coming. And they've been waiting for years for this person. And so they get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Don't. But don't allow people to take away your beauty. Don't allow people to take away your beauty. Basically, your beauty. Your beauty within and your beauty without. On the outside. You are gorgeous. You are handsome. Regardless of what anybody has said about you. And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, those who bullied you, those who called you ugly, fat, skinny, whatever, guess what? You get ready to excel way past them. And then people going to be on a low level, basic, partial success. Some of them ain't going to have success at all. And you got to be careful when you talk about people because your children are going to come out looking ugly. Your children are going to come out with certain disabilities and stuff. And then your children are going to have to go through what you put someone else through. That's heartbreaking for any parent. But if you've been bullying somebody, you've been calling them names, trying to break their self-esteem because you see the greatness on the inside of them and you feel intimidated by them, so you try to project all this nasty, evil energy on them, and you today have not apologized to someone calling you ugly, or you haven't apologized for you calling someone ugly, fat, or trying to break their self-esteem. Trust me, you only going to have partial success, or you're not going to be blessed all the way, or your karma's going to be the same person you bully, they're going to surpass you. And they're going to become a celebrity or worldwide known. And then God is going to bless them with the love of their life. They're going to have more finances more than ever. They're going to get houses, cars, whatever their heart's desires are. And you're going to have to see them be blessed 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more than what you were. And you won't be blessed extra until you go and apologize to the people you bully. There are people to this day who have never came and apologized to me yet. And I see these people in Christianity preaching the word of God. How can you live with yourself when you have not even went to the person you broken their heart and apologized? There's a beautiful young lady, I haven't spoken to her in years, Tina Sherrod. Went to high school together. There are people that bully that girl and still ain't went to go apologize to her. Y'all living y'all life being fancy and stuff. Got your husbands, your cars, and houses and stuff. But your heart ain't right. And there are some people who are on social media connected to me and still ain't apologized yet. And it's okay because I forgive you. I love you still. But just know you can get more blessings in your life if you just apologize to me. If you have ever hurt anyone, apologize to them. Please. Many people kill themselves because other people don't know what love is. They don't know what God looks like. Y'all done seen God in the face and don't even know it. But then half of y'all running around and preaching the word of God. You don't have a real relationship with God if you know that you try to destroy someone and ain't apologized yet. You ain't apologized yet. And I just want to send a shout out to my classmate, Gerald Ramsey, because he apologized to me through social media. That takes guts. But he did it years later. And I'm so humbly grateful for him. That's why God is going to bless him with the love of his life. And bless him with so much more. Do not lose your faith. But love yourself. And it's not your fault, baby. It's not your fault that these people don't love themselves. It's not your fault that they think they ugly because they calling you ugly. That's what they must think about themselves. It's not your fault that they call you fat, crazy, and all that. That's what they think about themselves. Or really, that is who they are. Because you can see it in how they acting and living their life. But they try to project that bull on you. It's not your fault. Send that negative energy and evil behavior back to the center. Declare and decree. If no one told you, I love you. I'm proud of you for not giving up. Do not be discouraged. Please. But one of the reasons why your forever person might not be coming yet is because maybe they need to keep on healing themselves. And maybe God is waiting on you to love all of you. Flaws and all. And be secure in who you are. And don't hide from people who you are. Be your authentic self. That's what your king and queen wants. They want an authentic person because they've been around false people all their life. They just need one authentic person.
I wanted to be someone else. All the times that I should have been gentle with me. All the times that I should have been careful with me. Why did I hate myself? Why did I hate so intensely? Lord help me. I wake up every morning and tell myself,
Good morning, gorgeous.
sometimes I gotta look in the mirror and say,
Good morning, handsome.
no one else can make me
Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. I love you guys. Please love yourself. Please release whatever anyone has said to you that was not the truth. If it's not of love, it's a lie. If it's not beautiful, it's a lie. If it's not handsome, it's a lie. If they said the opposite of this about you, it's a lie. It's a lie, and they're a liar. And there's no truth in them. I come to inspire and encourage you and let you know you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You're handsome. Just the way you are. Until next time, stay blessed and highly favored.